The 8th Pay Commission has crossed another important milestone. It has now closed the window for receiving suggestions and data from employee unions, pensioners association, ministries and other stakeholders. That means the Commission is moving into the next phase, which is consultation and analysis. But for more than 1 crore central government employees and pensioners, one question remains the biggest. How much could salaries actually increase? Will the hike be 20%, 40%, or could it be even higher? Hi, I'm Nupur and you're watching Control-Z, your cheat code to navigating adulthood. Let's break down what we know so far. First, it's important to understand that the Pay Commission has not announced any salary hike yet. The figures currently being discussed are only estimates, based on demands made by employee unions and calculations by experts. The Commission still has to analyze submissions, hold consultations across the country and prepare its final recommendations before sending them to the government. So nothing has been finalized. Now, what determines your salary under a Pay Commission? Well, 3 factors matter the most. First, the fitment factor. Second, the merger of Dearness Allowance or DA with your basic pay. And third, the revised pay matrix. Among these, the fitment factor is perhaps the most important. Think of it as a multiplier. It is used to convert your existing basic pay into the new revised basic pay. The higher the fitment factor, the higher your revised salary. Now, under the 7th Pay Commission, the fitment factor was 2.57. For the 8th Pay Commission, different employee groups have suggested different figures. Current estimates range from 2.28 at the lower end to as high as 3.83 in the most optimistic scenario. But remember, the Commission has not decided the fitment factor yet. The second major issue is Dearness Allowance or DA. DA is paid to government employees and pensioners to offset inflation. Several employee organizations have demanded that the existing DA should be merged with basic pay before calculating the new salary structure. Now, why does that matter? Well, because your basic pay forms the foundation for several other benefits. Provident fund contributions, house rent allowance, gratuity, pension and several other allowances are all linked to basic pay. So if the basic pay increases after merging DA, the overall salary package could become significantly higher. So how much salary hike are experts estimating? Well, right now there are 3 broad projections. A conservative estimate suggests a salary increase of around 20 to 30%. A moderate estimate places the hike between 30 and 50%. And the most optimistic estimates, based on a much higher fitment factor, suggest salary increases of more than 80%. But there's an important catch. These are illustrative estimates, not recommendations of the Pay Commission. The final outcome will depend on what fitment factor the Commission recommends, whether DA is merged, and what the government ultimately approves. The consultation process is still underway. The Commission has scheduled meetings in Delhi, Chennai, Puducherry, Chandigarh, Jaipur and Mumbai over the coming weeks. These consultations will include employee unions, pensioners association, railway organizations, defense representatives and various government departments. Their feedback will play a major role in shaping the Commission's final recommendations. So when can employees expect an official announcement? The Commission was constituted in November 2025 and has an 18-month timeline to submit its report. That means the earliest recommendations are expected around early to mid-2027, that is next year. After that, the government will examine the report, decide which recommendations to accept, and only then will revised salaries and pensions come into effect. So what's the bottom line? Well, the data collection phase is now over, the consultation phase has begun, but no salary hike has been approved yet. The numbers currently circulating from 20% to even 80% are only estimates based on different assumptions. The biggest decision still lies ahead: the fitment factor, the treatment of Dearness Allowance and the final pay structure. Until those are announced, employees and pensioners will have to wait for the Commission's final report, expected sometime next year.